Oh god, guys. Oh man, last night was awesome. So I said I was going to be going out, and I did. Went over, picked up my friend, brought her 6 of the 12 cookies. I kind of had 2 more last night before I went to bed because they're so fantastic. And then I ate 2 more today for breakfast because that's what you do. Well, it's not what you do, but it's what I did. So don't judge me. So we hung out and we went down to the waterfront and played some Pokemans because that's what we like to do. And then out of the blue, we decided to go and play some pool. So we went to the pool hall, shot some pool. Didn't realize that the pool hall... See, when we used to go on Friday all the time, they close at like 2 in the morning. On Saturday, however, they close at freaking midnight. Like, what the deuce? I thought this was a bar. But they close at midnight. And it was pretty bumping when we got there. It was like, there's a lot of people there. But it turns out it was for, I don't know if it's a good reason, but it was for a celebration of life. And I've never heard that term before, so I didn't understand what was going on. Like, I think celebration of life, and I think they're celebrating somebody having a baby, or just, being alive in general. And turns out I'm an idiot, because a celebration of life is something you have when somebody you care for passes. Whoops. It was me being all naive again. So sure enough, we get there and it's super busy. So we ended up playing pool on an area of the pool hall that I've never actually used before. So that was different. And then sure enough, come 11:30 at night, the waitress comes over and says, "Half an hour left, guys." And I was just like, oh, okay. And I was like, how about we just take off right now? So we decided to leave. And I went back down to Lee Park, played a little bit more Pokemans, and then just hung out. And I didn't get in till like 3:30 in the freaking morning. So needless to say, today I slept in till 11:30 in the afternoon, or in the morning. 11:30 in the afternoon. That's 11:30 in the evening if you get it right. Oh, yeah. Friggin' slept hardcore because I needed to sleep hardcore. It is what it is. And today, as it's Sunday, and the end of full day freaking Fridays. This week we go back into half day freaking Friday mode, boys. Kind of upset by this, but we'll live. Basically, I need to figure out what I'm going to do for meal prep. I never got any ideas, so I was tossing around the idea of making a stew, making chili, something I can just bring with me, drive it in the microwave at work, drive it in my face. Something that's not going to make me explode at work because I hate wasting a break to poop. Just something that's going to be quick and dirty, but good. So I was thinking of heading, I should have done this yesterday because I was already there, but I was thinking of heading to Food Basics and picking up like tornadoes and maybe some cheese and some other stuff and just packing myself a good little lunch that I can carry with me in to work Monday to Thursday. Friday, I don't have to worry about it because I'm out of there Friday at noon. And unfortunately, my battle plan to get full day friggin' Fridays all the time kind of failed because the only reason why the boss gave us full day Fridays is my comment about how busy Thursday and Friday is. And for the past 3 weeks, Thursday and Friday have been pretty damn slow. So that sucks. Damn it. I was kind of hoping it would prove my point and I could have got Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 all the time, because that extra bit of cash for those 5 hours worked was kind of nice. Like, we're going into the winter months here. Having time off to sit at home and do nothing doesn't really benefit me. I'd rather just be working during the cold months, and then come the warm months, then I'll take half day Friday, because then I can enjoy the warm months a lot more. Just makes a lot more sense, but oh well. I'll try and devise a new plan to get half-day friggin' Fridays removed for the time being. Anyway, it is what it is. So I'm trying to figure out what the frig to do for meal prep. I was tossing around the idea of making friggin' beef crack slaw or chicken crack slaw. I've done that there in the past when I first started keto. Basically, it's a coleslaw mixed with beef, kind of a, not a stew, but kind of a thing. And then, so like you take a beef, like a roast beef, throw it in the pressure cooker, cook it up, shred it, and then you throw in cabbage. And if you want to throw in any other vegetables like celeries or peppers or whatever, you throw them in there. and then you blast it again, and when you're done, you end up with this like meat vegetable slop that looks like prison gruel, but it's freaking fantastic when you drive it in your face. And it's really, really calorically dense. So when you have that for lunch, usually come supper time, you're probably not hungry. You may eat anyway, but you're probably not hungry. Just pound a couple protein shakes into you to get your protein grams high enough for that day, and then just call it. It's pretty good stuff, though. Then I thought about, maybe I'll just buy a pork loin. They're on sale. And I'll blast that there in the oven, cook it up, slice it up for the week, and then make travel packs with it for the 4 days and go from there. Grab that, grab some broccoli, do a vat of broccoli, separate it out for the week, and have that, and that would be good. Then I got thinking, it's getting kind of cold out. Maybe we can rock a chili. They still have the ground beef over at Basics on sale. I can grab some ground beef, pressure cook that up, grab some tomato paste, some tomato soup mix, and make myself a thing of chili in the Instant Pot, or even on the pot on the stove, and have that throughout the week. That could also be a thing. And then, like I said, I was thinking super easy, like just buy a bag of 10 Tornados, some pepperettes, some cheese, and just make a snack pack and bring that. 2 Tornados. Tornados are 250 calories a piece, so you have 2 of those, that's 500 calories. 3 pepperettes and 3 pieces of cheese, and we're already at like 800 calories for lunch. What you do is you eat the pepperettes and cheese as a snack, and you have the Tornados and as your main course, as your lunch. So you're non-stop bringing in calories throughout the day, constantly engaging mTOR, constantly engaging muscle rebuilding, which will help you grow the mass you're looking for when you're on the same mission that I'm on, which is to basically put on more muscle mass. Tornados are also great because they're chicken-based, so they are lower in fat, which means I won't be bringing in any extra energy, which will force the body to start using its own. So this is the whole aspect of burning fat that's on me versus adding more fuel to the fire. Burn the fuel that's already on the flame. You get it? Good. So I'm thinking that's probably the route I'm going to go. We're going to go to Food Basics today, scoop up some noms, get that all prepped for the week. Mind you, I probably won't cook the Tornados. I might not even have to cook anything, to be honest, if I do the Tornados. Mainly because all I got to do is throw them in the air fryer for 15 minutes. So I can wake up in the morning, make my bacon and eggs, and throw them in the air fryer, and then pack them up before I leave for work, and then go to work, and then come home and figure out what the hell I'm doing for supper. Fun times. I really got to come up with a better meal prep idea, though, because, it's always good to have a good meal prep idea. I hardly ever have a good meal prep idea. It's kind of brutal. All right, guys, we're going to head over to Food Basics. We'll grab the stuff for meal prep. I have a couple ideas of what I'm going to do for the week. We're going to keep a basic bottom bitch, because that's just easier. So we need, probably noticing I'm not wearing a hat. Yeah, I left it at my friend's house. But we're going to need some eggs, some bacon, some ground chicken or turkey, maybe turkey. What else do I want to grab? We'll see what we grab. All right, let's pitter patter and have at her. All right, down here at Food freaking Basics. Let's pitter patter, have at her, go get some groceries and head her home. Yay! All right, guys, we are back home. Grab the noms here out of the passenger seat. We'll head inside, and I'll show you the battle plan for a lunch meal prep for this week. Keeping her basic, boys. Food Basic. Kind of upset, though. I couldn't get the big pack of eggs that I normally get because they didn't have them. All they had was the 12 packs, the dozens. Used to get the dozen and a half, 18 eggs. And they were about $1 more than buying the regular pack of eggs. Sorry about the camera motion there, guys. I'm a lone operator over here. It is what it is. I don't know if eggs are becoming extinct or if the chickens just aren't farting as much. No freaking clue what's going on. Something's going on. Anyway, for dinner tonight, I grabbed myself yet another freaking steak. And my dog just burped if you heard that. But for next week, I bought, is this it? I bought some chicken tornadoes so we can have those for dinner throughout the week. I'm going to be reducing the fat intake. Now these things here are 9 grams of fat, but 19 grams of protein per. So 2 of those bad boys, and you're already up to 38 grams of protein just for dinner alone. This was on sale. I don't know if it's any good, but it's Wild Pacific Salmon. Salmon's really good because it's got omega-3s in it, and omega-3s are fantastic. Oh, man. So it's got 7 grams of fat, but 22 grams of protein. That's per fillet. And there's a couple fillets in here, like 4 of them. So that's pretty sweet. So we can have that with the Tornados and really, really get the friggin' proteins into us after a hardcore workout. This was the last bag of friggin' cauliflower broccoli mix, and this is going to be used in my lunch with, once again, ground turkey. Now we got 4 pounds here of ground turkey. This has 10 grams of fat, but 18 grams of protein. So I'm actually going the opposite way this week. Last week was all about getting the fat into me. This week it's all about getting the proteins into me and reducing the fat intake. I know that's not the keto way, but it is a way. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this sink with water, this sealed bag in the sink to hopefully thaw it out faster, and then we're going to air fry. We're going to pressure cook this entire bag, 4 pounds of friggin' meat, and then mash it up. Then I'm going to throw the bag of vegetable medley into it, nail it again, mash it up, and we're going to make ourselves a goulash type thing. And it's going to be friggin' fantastic. Don't worry about it. I'm kind of stoked for this. And then we'll separate it out into trays and call that our lunch. Should be pretty damn good. On top of that, I bought my typical eggs and bacon for breakfast. Now this bacon's obviously higher in fat than protein. It's got 6 grams of fat, 6 grams of protein. Okay, apparently it comes out perfect. And that's per 4 pieces. So you'll get your 8 grams of protein, 8 grams of fat, 12 grams of protein, 12 grams of fat. I don't need to keep this running. But yeah, so you'll get your proteins and your fats in. Everything should be good there. Can I weigh this down so it's submerged? Nope, it's obviously more buoyant than that. Oh, we'll just leave it like it is. Anyway, I'm going to cut these here into single serve packets, toss them in the freezer, and we're going to wait for that to thaw. And like I said, this is going to go into it. We're going to mash it all up into like a slop, and then we'll have something to drive into our face all week. Should be pretty damn good. Holy crap, I'm like a silhouette. There, the lighting's better. Yes, I'm wearing a tank top muscle shirt. Why? Because guys, get ready for another episode of cooking while lifting. That's right. Also got the laundry going in the back. This shit is nice and thawed now. Get this over here. Pull the cork on the sink, let that drain out. So what I'm going to do is, we got the Instant Pot here, all cleaned out from the last time we used it. Jesus! We're going to go ahead and throw all the ground turkey in here, and then we're going to mash it up, pressure cook it, and go lift. Something like pooping. Hoping I got that spluck on camera. Squeeze it all out. Get it all in. Oh yeah, it's good poop. Oh yeah, look at that. What a disgusting blob. So gross. Shouldn't have had those tacos. God, I hope the mic picks this sound up, guys. This sounds fantastic. Yum! So even though it looks like baby puke, basically what I did was I added some spices to it. Some friggin' club or keg spice, some garlics, some paprika, some cayenne pepper to give it a bit of a zing. Close that up. Make sure it's not in vented mode. Come down here. We're going to hit meat. We're going to do it for 20 minutes. And we'll let that go. Any second now. There it goes. And we'll come back and check on that in a bit. Right now, My battle plan is I want to do a back and shoulder workout. I want to get the old shoulders to pump. My shoulder workout is a little bit different than some. Like, I obviously do the lateral raises, front raises, but to strike the rear, some people do bent over rows. I like to use the Bowflex, and I'll show you the technique that I use because it's pretty effective. I'm gonna be honest, this is the second day since I started working out that I've actually worn clothes. Probably because YouTube would frown on it if I didn't. Alright guys, so normally what I do is I set up the Bowflex in the wide grip, load weight on the rods. I'm doing 80 pounds per side with wide grip. You grip it and you rip straight back and you pinch your shoulders, then you release. It really gets you right back here. Also gets you up in the trap area, which is freaking nice. Okay, another workout that I like to do for getting the shoulders is good old military press. And I use this bar to do it. Currently we have 50 pounds on the bar roughly, maybe 60, and press. And then, to get the lower back, what I do is I'll bring the arms in more on the Bowflex, grab the system and do closed grip pullbacks. And that really gets the lower back where you need it. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Really feel it. It's really good. Really good. I'm just not sure why I get a chest pump out of the deal. But I do. And then when I'm all done over there doing what I'm doing, get these kettlebells out of the way. As you come over here, grab these and do side raises. Now it's not a lot of weight that I'm using there. It's only 10 pounds. But after exhausting myself doing the military press, you really feel the 10 pounds. Holy crap. But, gotta do what you gotta do, right? Bring yourself to exhaustion and hope that your body will regenerate. Far from done my workout, but as you can see, the ground turkey is all cooked up. Just going to break it up some more, and there's a lot of juice in there, so my plan is to add some Bisto to it as a gravy. It's not too bad for the carbs, that stuff. I'll show you. Okay, so basically for 1/2 a tablespoon, it's 3 grams of carbs. I'm going to put a full tablespoon in, mix it up. That'll be 6 grams of carbs. Be like an extra 2 grams, 2.5 grams of carbs a day. Not a big deal. Oh, more delicious sounds. See what that Bisto did though? Basically made it into like a gravy. So, this is practically like the consistency of spaghetti sauce. But like gravy spaghetti sauce. This would be the ultimate gravy with all this beef and or turkey and stuff in it before it puts in. Just chuck this on some French fries with cheese, and you can get fat. Now that we got it to this consistency, I'm going to throw my Royal Medley mix into the pot and then recover it and cook it a little bit more. I also threw a bunch of spinach into it because why the frig not? Make sure that's set. Pressure cooking for 20 minutes. Come and check on it in a bit. Let's go finish that workout. Alright, so another thing I like to do for back is bent over rows. Basically grab your bar, bend over, and just row it. So another staple workout is the lat pull down for back. Problem is with the Bowflex is I have no way to lock my knees in. So if I try to go above 200 pounds, I tend to pick myself up off the bench. So we got her set to $180. Let's go. I like to pull it down, hold it, go back up. Pull down, hold it, go back up. Pull down, hold it, go back up. Now what's that freaking thing bitching about? This just in, guys. Instant pots are pieces of shit. This whole workout, I kept having to quit because of this. Nothing's burning. Just the instant pot, stupid. It's just a stupid machine. Mix it around, it's happy again. Stupid friggin' rig. Anyway, back to lat pull downs. Another nice variant to the lat pull down that you can do is narrow grip straight up. And basically what that's great for is for working your biceps, because you're really engaging your biceps to pull it down, right? So you just rip, 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 rip. And it's great for a compound workout because you're engaging your biceps. You're definitely engaging your grip, and you're engaging your lower lats. For some reason, I'm feeling my triceps too, which is crazy. It's a really good variation to the lat pull down. I like it. So one of the funniest things I always seen when I used to go to the gym was people who would always work on the armor zone. Armor zone, arms, biceps, triceps, forearm grip strength, shoulders, chest. That is it. Oh, and they would work their traps because they wanted to have the big bulk. But they wouldn't spend time working on the non-mirror areas. Their back, their lower back, or leg day. They would just completely skip leg day. So you see these guys walking around with like massive deltoids, massive biceps, massive chest, but then they turn their back on you and they look like a 10-year-old boy. Like their whole back is just garbage. There's nothing there. And you can tell because they always walk with a hunch. Yeah? They're always over like this because they have no back support, so they can't maintain a good posture. I always believe if you're going to do it, hit everything. Hit your back, hit your chest, definitely legs. Legs are important. It's another half of your body. Why not hit it? You're going to be using your legs most of your life anyway to get around and get places. Why not make them stronger so you can get around and get places faster? Just saying. Anyway, guys, we've been working out now for about 53 minutes. Obviously, I didn't record for all 53 minutes. I just showed you segments of the workout. But I literally did, for the most parts, was 15 reps and 5 sets. I only recorded 1 set here and there, just to get different angles, which I meshed into what you saw. 53 minutes in, an hour out of your day. One thing I can tell you right now, anybody willing to walk down this road, my form might not be the best, but I can tell you one thing for sure. Working out very, very addictive. It's probably a good addiction to have, but you got to watch it because overtraining will basically give you residual gains. Like it'll basically, or what's it, diminishing gains. That's the word I'm looking for. So you don't want to overtrain, but training is great. It's a great thing to do. Just grab some weights. You don't have weights, just find something heavy and move it. Like there's tons of, you can even use your body weight doing push-ups. Do the Superman challenge. Give yourself that a go if you want to try something interesting. You basically do 100 body weight squats, 100 body weight push-ups, 100 sit-ups every day, and walk or run at least, 5 miles, I think it is? Yeah, 5 miles. Do that for 30 days. You can even take a picture of your body beforehand and your body afterhand. Don't need to show anybody. Just do it for yourself so you can see the results. And you'll be impressed at what happens to your physical body after doing the Superman challenge. Of 100 sit-ups every morning or every day. And I don't mean 100 back to back. I mean like you do, let's say you can only do 10 sit-ups. Do 10 sets of 10 throughout the day. You can only do 5 push-ups. Okay, do 20 sets of 5 push-ups throughout the day. I guarantee you, by the end of the challenge, you're either going to be able to do half that 100 or the full 100. Because that's what happened to me. I can just sit there and crank out push-ups now like a champ. I can do sit-ups like a champ. I freaking love this bench for doing sit-ups. Because it declines. You lock your feet into these pads. Your arse is pretty much sitting right here. You lean back and you go. And you go. And you go. And you do your sit-ups. And then you just grab it. Put it in the flat position, or if you really want to make it fun, put it in the incline position. Put your head back here, grab onto these bars, have your legs dangling off the end, and you start doing leg lifts straight up into the air, firing your arse up. And that'll really get the old abdominals just cooking. Just cooking, boys. So, yeah, I remember when I first started doing sit-ups. Actually, I was doing leg lifts off of this bench. That was before I put the leg thing back on. But I would put my ass here, lay down my head on the pillow there, and I was doing leg lifts. And I remember I did like 5 of them, and my entire abdominal area just locked right up. Super abdominal cramp. And I got to the point now where I can easily fire off 50 of them back to back. And I just get abdominal fatigue, but no more pulled muscle. So you can train it up. You just got to start somewhere. But like I said before, training is very, very, very addictive. Once you get into the habit of doing it, you kind of want to do it every day like me. And you always want to find different ways to do things. Because after a while, your body will adapt. And you'll be like doing bench press, but you're not feeling anything from it. So change it up. Put the bar down, pick up some dumbbells. Press them together, try different angles, try different everything. It's phenomenal. I friggin' love training now. Bet you never thought you'd hear that in my mouth, eh? Anyway, let that pressure cooker go. And I'm going to go and edit up what I have of this video. Yay. Alright guys, crack slaw's done. Vent the plasma. It's so loud! And while that thing's done farting, I can get my steak going for tonight for dinner. And while I'm getting my steak going, I'm going to fire up the dryer again. So once that thing's done venting, the next step is we need to, I might just leave it in there for a bit and let it cool down on its own free will. And then we need to bag it and tag it. And that's where these things come back into play. Now we only have 4 days worth of food requirements because on Friday, where it's half day friggin' Friday, so we can just eat at home. We don't have to pack a lunch. So that's the battle plan, is to wait for this here to be done. Actually, you know what? We don't even need to do anything. We can just head back upstairs and continue editing. And that's what I'm gonna do. All right, the steak is done, but so is this. So let me show you what we're up against here. This deliciousness right in front of you. Spinach, freaking turkey, broccoli, cauliflower, steam, amazing. This right here is what hopes and dreams are made of. And it sounds so fantastic when you stir it. What do they call that? That audio stuff? ASR or AVR or AMR? Or where people like sit there and they like rub paper and stuff on video and it's supposed to calm down certain people and stuff. You think this is doing that effect? The sound of the dryer in the background and the sloshing of the slop? Oh, this is gonna be so good. I gotta try it. I gotta try it. It's probably hot as balls, but oh man, that, my friends, it's gonna be a good lunch. That's some good shit right there. But I definitely need to let that cool before I bag and tag it. So we'll just leave it in there on the off position. Let it cool down. My steak is done, so I'm going to plate that. I'm going to go dry this on my face. Alright people, it's about 9 o'clock now. I was actually out. I went and met up with my friend to go play some Pokemons and to get my freaking hat back. Because I wanted my freaking hat back. I need that for tomorrow. Tomorrow's back to work day, not have to wear a hat to work. So right now what I'm going to do is start divvying up the food for lunches throughout the week. So let's do that now. Alright, doesn't look like the most appetizing friggin' thing, but let me tell you, it's damn tasty. Holy crap. This is going to be a good week for lunches. So like I said, we got broccoli, we got cauliflower, and we got spinach, and we got ground turkey in here. I don't even know how I'm going to calculate this out. There was about 2 cups of broccoli, 2 cups of cauliflower, and a whole pouch of freaking spinach that went into it, and about 400 grams of beef per container, or beef turkey per container. So I'm gonna have to figure the macros out on this and roll with it, or I might just say screw logging food this week and we'll just see how much weight we gain at the end of the week, if any. Sweet. Alright, there we go. Instant pot's all clean, put away. Just got a couple dishes to do and we're done. It's currently 9:30 though, and I wanted to get to bed in about an hour and a half or so. So on that note, people, I'm going to shut her down here. Something I did want to mention though was, you know, I'm getting sick and tired of logging my food every day, every time I eat. Logging what I'm taking in, just so I'm aware of the calories and this and that. You know, I'm actually pretty good lately with what I've been eating, what I've been putting in my face. That at the end of the day, I'm struggling to hit my 3,000. Hey, you got some shit stuck to the back of your leg. Friggin' dog. Had a half a tree stuck to his ass. What a dog. Anyway, but yeah, I'm struggling to hit 3,000 calories a day. So, what's the point of documenting it? Let's just go with it. And if we're losing weight, we're losing weight. If we're gaining weight, we know how to lose weight. Just skip a meal. You know, it's not exactly rocket science. You just skip a meal and you'll lose weight. Not a big deal. Just got to stay active. Can't just sit around and do nothing. And you will, over time, lose weight by skipping meals. It's natural. It's how they used to do it. It's the way she goes. It works. But anyway, people, I'm going to shut her down here. Go grab a shower, get ready for work tomorrow and all that fun stuff. So on that note, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, click the like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, people, peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.